Baltimore, Maryland. Just it's week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
First down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Burrow looking to pass. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Cincinnati.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The numbers on the receiving end for Boyd last time out. 6 catches, 74 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Ravens take over first and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 21. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. 79 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely up to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
And his kick is good. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Mixon with a first down carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made up.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Intended for
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Dancing to his left. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself. But it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying play. But a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken from about the 12. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Now Burrow on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer. And a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The Ravens' 36-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Now Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, the 20.
That's what it is, baby. That's
score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
And he knocks it through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Oh, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
To number 83,
Tyler Boyd with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he comes back with one complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Cincinnati.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mixon takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 40.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Bengals.
1st down. Here's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
To C.J. Uzomah.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's on the
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And Tate's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
For the field goal.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The kick.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jackson looking left side. Andrews with it, complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. To throw again is Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Tucker's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you down, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Jackson on second down, looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, Parker, the running...
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And this is caught at the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay, his first touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down now, Mixon, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get him for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the second level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
He's going to take off with it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
He's brought down by William Jackson.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And it's up and good. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Complete to Joe Mixon. A 3-yard pickup.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Burrow will throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 26. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Bengals.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To the air again, Burrow. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Burrow going to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball a 3rd time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Completed pass, brings up a fourth down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. C.J. Uzomah, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know.
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
By Logan Wilson. A gain of 2.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 42 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
3rd down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt the return. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the 1st half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the 1st half, it gets ugly in the 2nd half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for only a couple. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. steps away. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. 24. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs.